Hello and thank you all for joining me. This is Manny Sunny Sun for a new moon astrological report. We begin on May 18th, the Taurus new moon, when the fertile mind and the material world reveals the beauty of that. The proposal for this new moon is the new moon is an invitation to confirm our internal security, which remains stable, whatever happens, such a stable ground on which we can rely upon. An invitation is also to connect with us, those gifts, those who do not even appear to us as such, they will look simple to access. We therefore connect to the simplicity of the materialization process, a fruit of the union of the sun, the round glyph of Taurus, and moon, the horn of Taurus, the masculine, the feminine, the conscious and the unconscious, spirit and form. But then between us and the total incarnation of who we are at the cellular level and the vibration on the planet Earth, there are sometimes has more or less a large gap. I guess you have already had the occasion to notice the healing slopes in relation to the new moon and planets aspects being from insecurity to insecurity. This new moon combined with other ongoing aspects right now could come to shake us at our external security, so that we can recognize that we may not build a security that makes it well camouflaged our fears. What beliefs do we have on the hardware of our existence? Do we have had to adapt to the on land to the point of being cut from our integrity? And have you forgotten why you were? Uh, do we wear our parenting beliefs or transgenerational on the material or money? Was this dirty money memories of our family tree? Have we had made peace with the notion of incarnation and found the jubilation that it is to come our essence in every moment of our lives? Have we had a mom like I seem to be reassuring because I am physically present, but I am unable to listen to the needs of my children and accommodate their emotions? Knowing that the child needs the presence and envelopment, it is possible that it helps you understand why you might feel as insecure as you may seem to have had a mother present in the concrete. Have you had a protective father? A father did as a filter between you and the world, teaching you the same to protect you and defend you. These are the security features conveniently made by the mother and father. The failure for this can cause a difficulty finding financial and emotional security, straining to listen and know our unconscious envelops us and welcomes us no matter what. The failure of the second may give the impression that we do not know how we defend the outside world, that others can intrude upon us without we cannot say stop, for example. The transgenerational elements can also come to sow discord, unsettling them when, for example, the tree is in abundance, or in death, or in separations. I propose a simple visualization, also based on the feeling of the body. Start with the situation that you feel insecure. Listen inwardly into these insecure elements. Maybe do your chest tightens? Is it that your heart beats faster? Listen to a child who speaks through your body and breathe as if to say, I'm listening. If memories linked occurs, I listen and I feel. Let the excitement flow through your body until it stops. Then let come a picture of a female ideal for you. It can be a spiritual or a physical being. Connect to that energy. Let them circulate your body. Feel it wrapping around you with unconditional love, with the presence being safety. Do the same with the male. Feel its strength, confidence, protection, capacity. Allow these two energies to unite. Take the time to feel this balm, this nectar throughout your body. Then thank for this existence. Thank it for everything that has already moved to what is already there in your life. It is not, is it nice? Not, is it not? Difficult indeed to attract what one does not bear. From this page you can now make your abundance visualization, visualizing life as you would like it to be, like it was now, in connection with all your senses, of confinement and helplessness to the assertion of power and freedom. Other aspects highly activated for a few days, we brought being to experience impotence or enclosing members from waking up, old anger or feelings like the other, our boss, our parents, we enclose for example. Take the opportunity to listen to the sense of enclosure of the child in us who can come from intra-uterine life in connection with the period of the second perinatal matrix, quote from Stanislav Grof, the author and creator of um, the breathing work. During the early contractions and when the intensify, the fetus stops against the cervix and then saw the sensations of physical pain, suffocation, anxiety. Suffocation, of course. He left the heavenly sensation of the first phase in connection with the archetypal paradise to enter this phase in connection with the dark night of the soul. From feelings of confinement in your family, psychic memories of confinement in the tree may also have had an impact. All his feelings need to be heard in the body related to the inner child. It is also possible that we encounter deadlock our actions may seem like blocked, slowed, or hindered by others. In the best case, our wisdom will invite us to take time and see that when things do not move, it is not yet the right time, and that something's better is perhaps being prepared for us. How many times have we been disappointed, impatient for us to realize that the wait in the end brought us the best? But to get to this form of wisdom must still get heard and recognize the helplessness experienced by the child in us, powerless against the physical and verbal abuse, inability to be able to change family, inability to change school, impotence at our birth. Perhaps we have kept that belief that we were powerless, that we were in fact so vast. We often seek power in the form of an male, as it actually comes to mind a real balance between the feminine and the masculine. Because if you act in force, you will have the help of the universe, and this may be making use. In the best case, our wisdom will invite us to take time and see that when things do not move, it is not yet the right time, and that something better is perhaps being prepared for us. How many times have we been disappointed, impatient for us to realize that the wait in the end brought us the best? But to get this form of wisdom, it must still be heard and recognized. The helplessness experienced by the child in us is powerless against physical and verbal abuse. Inability to be able to change family, inability to change school, impotence of our births. Perhaps we have been kept that belief that we were powerless when we are in fact so vast. So we often seek a power in the form of a male, as she actually comes to mind, a real balance between the feminine and the masculine. Because if you act in a force, you will not have the help of the universe. And this may be making use. If you act in connection with your unconscious, the contrary, the magic may be available to you, even beyond what you might dare to conceive. The famous Mercury enters this emotion in Gemini. Mercury, of course, in its home sign. It is to put our contractual commitments for later. Mercury, of course, is connected with communications, trade, education, brothers, sisters, siblings, including those entourage, but also what our thinking is being invited towards being turning inward and therefore connecting with our deepest emotions, intuitions. It is therefore urgent to wait before committing, to turn the gaze inward, notably by developing our own system of thought and observing our limiting beliefs. For example, disputes in colleagues or friends may be linked to old wounds between brothers, sisters, unresolved relationships with siblings, constituents, or links with the social world. What was this link? Has it been envy, jealousy, disputes of injustice, or conversely, much joy? It is also important to integrate the brothers and sisters who have not incarnated, false abortions, and twins. Always navigate between these two places. It is also good time to write and to be taught by the largest. This often happens, but feel like a messenger to the people around me, as I recognize and often receive messages from people around me. I can also see how the ego can prevent some people to accept these messages, as I have often denied them in the past and probably still today and sometimes unconsciously. Do we accept to be taught by life and that this may be in the same person that we do not consider one to be one of wise? Can we let go of desire to have the reason to open to the why not? The barometer is joy, fluidity, and love. If we do not vibrate by these tones most of our time, so why not try something different and accept the challenge? A system that may not work completely. I noticed, too, to the return about the beginning of this news news among people who experience non-presence of the parents in terms of sensory envelopment, a tendency to try to find security in their mind, their defining personality, and through their beliefs. It is also important to know, in this case, to listen to this because it can also prevent you from releasing these famous beliefs that have served as mother and false security. And if we lived in those days of transcendence, in its transcendental aspect, this new moon is a time to connect us more deeply to the earth, to the great goddess, and to use this material world to reveal the beauty in the world. Feel free to color, to paint, to honor and nurture Mother Nature in working and expressing the beauty of the world, how you feel and vibrate around you. Take time to care of your body for like organic food, massage, sleep, tenderness, so that it can integrate new impulses of this energy that emerged last month in Aries. These impulses are integrated deeply into the energy of Taurus. Before soon, we will be able to serve our movement in Gemini. Works materialize and body helps us feel more deeply. The tone of our soul and our essence emanates. With such a degree, the need not to look elsewhere but what is already in here. I hope you guys have a beautiful new moon, and I wish you all a beautiful week. The new moon in Taurus happening on May 18th, when the fertile mind is able to, and the material world is able to reveal the beauty of this world. Thank you all for watching.